top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played his college ball at Western Kentucky. He was a Hilltopper. It's Mike White. On 1st and 10, White. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch?
Ton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
All around, they want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Good plays have him on the move on first down. First time with Kareem Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Dolphins at 7-4 on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's White. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. White. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On first down, it's White. That's going to be caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hunt. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 3rd down and goal as Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Now White. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. They'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Now White. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Little out route here, complete to Shepard. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 36, White gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. White looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Denver's offense now set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Completes this again to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's White. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, White. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, White. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Herbert throwing again. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. This pass caught by Hamler. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert back to the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A quick slant to Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Kenny Pickett, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. White. And going deep. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Finding room at midfield. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's the fullback. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are back within a score.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
White looks to throw.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the shotgun, here's White. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as he'll try and go for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery, White, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Again, Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now it's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. At the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want.
Now White. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Here's White. Hard throw, incomplete. And the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert back to the air. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Hunt. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, White. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. A carry here for Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. White. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his man, it's Dulcich. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
They'll run again with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Hunt. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Starting on the ground with Herbert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Here's Fields.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields.
Another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Off play action, Fields.
Rolling to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's a give to Herbert.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, I'm like...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
On first down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Fields on first down. He'll look downfield for Waller.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing again is Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Kahale Waring.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On play action, Fields.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Guys, both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Play action. It's Fields. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first down throw. Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Herbert once more. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one, but that is showing a...
One final try now for Lance. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson. To throw is Fields. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air, Fields on second down. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fields now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Again, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now it's Fields. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Let's go now.